the film does as well as the audience wants it to do, or as well as Ajith's fans wants it to do, so obviously the sequel would be on the way. See, there the fans are very loyal. A Ajith fan remains a loyal Ajith fan. A Rajini fan remains a loyal Rajini fan. He may like Ajith's film. He may like Vijay's film. A Vijay's fan remains a loyal Vijay fan. He may appreciate Ajith's film. But such loyalty of the fans is not seen across the heartland of India. This film which my father had made, Shehzada with Rajesh Khanna, there was a premiere in Calcutta. There was so much crowd outside the hotel that he could not step out.
Oh.
Lakhs of people. Same thing happened even where Amitabh is concerned. And I've seen the same thing happening where Salman is concerned. So whenever Ajith come to my house in Chennai, there is a crowd outside. So that's the reason he wears a topi. He comes in a very ordinary car, and the car comes right inside the house so that nobody outside knows that he's come. So there are many such surprises in the film. And our film will not have just football. It is got a lot of emotions with the players, the family, the husband, the wife, the children. A lot of elements. Salman has spoken, so it's better. He's the best person to talk to.
Hi guys, this is Himesh and welcome to Pinkvilla. Today we have with us the showman, Boney Kapoor sir with us. Welcome to Pinkvilla sir, it's lovely having you here. And congratulations on Valimai, the response so far has been outstanding.
Well, let's hope it remains outstanding even post-release.
I'm sure. So my first question to you is, Valimai has been in making for so long and it has been anticipated all across. Like we have seen people asking Valimai update globally. Now that the film is finally up for release, what do you have to share about the world of the film?
First of all, let me correct you, it's not going on for so long. We started the shooting of the film in October 2019. And as you know, from March onwards, the whole world came to a standstill. So obviously we had to stop shooting. We had done about 30-40% of the film, stopped shooting. Then there was a opening, we resumed shooting again. Thanks to my crew, my hero Ajith, my director, who were motivated to start shooting as soon as the situation became nearly almost normal. When they opened up, the different protocols that the government had imposed upon people in different states, they were being relaxed, and when they were getting relaxed, so we sort of got an opening, film shootings were allowed, so we resumed the shooting again. Ajith led the entire crew in a manner that let's start shooting, because there were people who were skeptical that dobara ho sakta hai, pura 100% to gaya nahi hai. But he was there, and so was the director Vinod and his team. So we started shooting again. Again, the second wave came in. And since this is a film which has a huge canvas, it has a lot of characters, a huge canvas, and a good amount of action, and elaborate action, which needed, enough number of days. So obviously, we had to wait patiently for the second wave to go, then restart again. And the director had conceptualized a particular sequence to be shot with the stuntmen from overseas. First we thought we'll get them here, then we thought no, we'll go there. With the COVID situation, we were planning maybe Spain, maybe France. There were many countries, many options which came up. Finally we shot in Russia, and we matched Russia to Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
And everything went on well, of course. The period has stretched from a year, from the start to finish. It probably has stretched to about 2 years, little more than 2 years. And even after the film was announced for release, after it is complete, the film is lying complete since November. We announced the Pongal date. But then the third wave or the Omicron which came up, again the restrictions were in place. We had to respect the governments, we had to respect the system. So we held back our release. Mind you, the film was censored too. But we had to hold back. So these are the challenges we faced, and not just me, I think the whole world has faced.
And so what do you have to say about the world of Valimai? Like what can the fans expect in terms of the premise of the film?
The premise of the film cannot be described in one line. It's a wholesome entertainer. It's a family, the subject has enough for everybody. It has got family emotions, it has got brothers emotion, it has got friendships emotion, it has a lot of action, it has good versus evil, it has the hero working towards cleansing of the evil in the art system,
Yeah.
the society. So it has all those things, all those elements which make commercial cinema more interesting.
Correct. And so, you know, since the trailer has come out, another chatter which has been going on in the industry is the possibility of turning it into a franchise, because he's playing a cop and there's so much action in there, and these ideas, these subjects often have the potential of being into a franchisee. Have you thought on those fronts already?
We've not thought of it. We never thought of it. But of late, since you've read it in various platforms or various media,
Yeah.
this has been coming up. The thought has reached my mind, and I'm sure it has reached the mind of the director too. So let's hope the film does as well as the audience wants it to do, or as well as Ajith's fans wants it to
Yeah.
do. So obviously, the sequel would be on the way.
How would you describe your bond with Ajith Kumar? You have done a film with him, this is your second, and there's a third one already in the pipeline. So
Maybe there could be a fourth one too. We get along very well.
yeah.
He's a fantastic actor, a professional to the core, very dedicated, very focused, very sincere. And we have, I respect him, he respects me, there's a good bond. So it's always comfortable working with a person who knows you and whom you know well, and the relationship is growing. So we've had a good journey so far, and I'm sure the journey ahead will even get better.
And so, you know, I remember in 2019 you had gone to Chennai to watch Vishwasam and, you know, to see the frenzy. What are your plans for Valimai like, since it's your own film? How do you plan to watch it? I'm sure you have seen it already, but...
Well, I plan to watch it in Chennai first. You know, in Chennai, films of Ajith and a couple of other stars, the fans want to see the film as soon as before the week is over. Couple of actors whose films probably release in Thursday,
Yeah.
before Friday, and that too, some of them release at 1 in the morning, some of them release at 4 in the morning, some of them. So I'm hoping the same kind of frenzy is there, the same kind of demand is there from the fans, and we don't have any such restrictions from the authorities. So we also would probably follow the set pattern of these couple of, Ajith, Vijay, these superstars
Yeah.
from South, their films, and down in Andhra too, Telugu film industry also. So is the case in Kannada and Malayalam industry.
Yes.
See, there the fans are very loyal. A Ajith fan remains a loyal Ajith fan. A Rajini fan remains a loyal Rajini fan. He may like Ajith's film. He may like Vijay's film. A Vijay's fan remains a loyal Vijay fan. He may appreciate Ajith's film.
Yeah.
But such loyalty of the fans is not seen across the heartland of India.
True.
Here in heartland, their loyalties shift.
Yeah, it's film to film basis. अच्छा film है तो देखेंगे.
हाँ, नहीं अच्छा के अलावा भी मतलब you see, they can be fans of 3-4 actors together.
And this transition has happened especially in the last 5 to 6 years, because before that we still saw the loyal fandom for the stars from 90s, or maybe even say till the Hrithik Roshan. After that it has shifted if we look at it.
No, I think this kind of fan following what South has now.
Yeah.
The last person to have this kind of following it reached its peak with Rajesh Khanna, but the last to have this kind of fan following was Amitabh Bachchan. I mean, Rajesh Khanna, we've worked with Rajesh Khanna, I've worked with Amitabh Bachchan also, I've worked with Salman Khan also. But the kind of frenzy I've seen with Rajesh Khanna, whenever he used to come to our house, I remember for this film which my father had made, Shehzada with Rajesh Khanna, there was a premiere in Calcutta. There was so much crowd outside the hotel that he could not step out.
Oh.
Lakhs of people. Same thing happened even where Amitabh is concerned. And I've seen the same thing happening with Salman is concerned. For one of the events, we were in Calcutta to attend a event at the football stadium.
Okay.
We reached the football stadium, but then police had to request us to leave.
Oh.
Because people who were inside were just to the capacity, but people outside were 10 times more than what the capacity was inside. So we could not even go through the entire event.
Okay.
We were made to leave.
Oh.
So Salman also has that kind of loyal fans. Shah Rukh also has got loyal fans. Amir also has loyal. But the frenzy of Rajesh Khanna, the frenzy of even before Rajesh Khanna, I didn't witness that, but I witnessed Rajesh Khanna's frenzy. Likewise, I witnessed Bhagyaraja's frenzy.
Okay.
When he used to come to my house in Chembur, I don't know how the South Indian community used to get to know that he's come, and the entire, you could see a sea of all South Indian fans of Bhagyaraj waiting to have a glimpse of this.
Oh, wow.
And you see, today, whenever Ajith has come to my house in Chennai, there is a crowd outside. So that's the reason he wears a topi. He comes in a very, very ordinary car, and the car comes right inside the house so that nobody outside knows that he's come.
But according to you, now that you have done 2 films with him, you are doing more. What is it that has resulted in that connect with the audience for Ajith? Because he doesn't even believe in promotions, nothing. He does his work, and that's it. That's all. That's how.
You answered yourself. He does his work.
Okay.
So his work speaks for him. And so is the case with Vijay. I mean, he's also got this following, not because he interacts with the media.
Yeah.
It is for his work.
True.
So is the case. I mean, so many other stars there. Down south, you see, you have Kamala Hassan, you've got so many other stars.
Yeah.
So it is basically their work and their fans who are in love with their work. And that's the reason they always want to reach out to them. They always want to see them in person, feel them, touch them.
Yeah. We have seen so many videos as well. Yeah. Very few times do we see that, before the release of one film, you announce a third one, another film with the same combo. We have done that over here. After Valimai, there's another film with Ajith and Vinod that rolls from March 9. There's so much been written about that film in terms of Ajith's character. It is expected to, portray him like never before in a negative shade, a grey shade. What do you have to say about that?
You know more than me.
That's what is reported in the media by even I wrote about it. I wouldn't deny it, but yeah.
Well, I rather keep quiet and hope that the curiosity remains.
And what do you have to say about this combo of Ajith and Vinod and getting together for the third time?
Well, I feel I'm blessed that I have the combo of Ajith and Vinod working for me for the third time on the trot.
Short span of time, correct. And so you have another big film which is releasing in summer. That's Maidaan with Ajay Devgn. It's one of the most anticipated film about a chapter from history that no one is aware about. How excited are you for that film? Because everyone that I have been speaking to in the trade have phenomenal things to say about the film in terms of the content, the trivias and everything. So,
well, I'm as excited as you are, and I've seen 70-80% of the film.
Yeah.
In fact, I've seen the film without the soul of the film, which is the matches.
Okay.
Because we shot the matches now.
Yeah.
It still held my attention, and I feel this is going to be a landmark film in Ajay Devgn's career. His best work, his best performance.
Wow.
And Amit Sharma has really excelled today from a director who made Tevar, then he made Badaiyo. This is a different ballgame altogether.
True, it's like shifting genre basically, shifting gears completely.
And the good thing about this is that today's generation doesn't know what Indian football team had achieved. In fact, in Melbourne Olympics, India lost at the semi-finals by a self-goal.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Even yeah.
Well, so there are many such surprises in the film. And our film will not have just football. It is got a lot of emotions with the players, the family, the husband, the wife, the children. Yeah. A lot of elements in the film.
Basically a complete package. That's what film should always be even in the sports space. So, yeah. And you team up with Janhvi for the first time on Mili. I think that film is also ready for release. So what are the plans?
No, it is ready. Don't think it is.
Yeah, it is ready for release. So what are the plans like for Mili?
Mili, probably end of April, May, I'll release the film. Then I have got Article 15 Tamil version with Udaynithi Style and Ninjide.
Yeah.
And I've got Weekly Vishesham. Those two films are also ready.
Okay.
In fact, one teaser has been released.
Just 3 days back.
3 days back. And the other one would be released post Valimai release.
Okay. So it's going to be a jam-packed 5 months for you as a producer with.
Yeah, I want not just 5 months. I want to remain jam-packed till the time I live.
Of course.
Because I don't want to be distracted by anything. I just want to keep on working.
So what are your plans like for the year apart from the 5 films that are lined up? what's starting and what are the plans as a producer?
Well, you just spoke about the 6th film that I'm starting with Ajith.
Yes.
The next film.
Yeah.
Likewise, I'm working on 2 scripts with Arjun. One is Comali, that I am doing it with Love Ranjan.
Yeah.
We both will be doing the film together. He's working on the script.
Yeah.
Then I've got F2, which Anis Bazmi is reworking with the writers. The second half of the film, F2, was a hugely successful film in Telugu. The first half is brilliant. Second half, what I heard just a week back, was shaping up very, very well.
Okay.
So these 2 scripts are there. Plus, I've got a couple of other films. There are lots of things lined up for the next few years.
Okay. And a lot of excitement because there is also a chatter about no entry. Would you want to comment on that as to?
Salman has spoken, so it's better.
Yeah.
He's the best person to talk to.
Yeah, but like he has confirmed, which has gotten so much eyeball because no entry is a classic in the comic space. So
I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
we hope we get to see it soon.
I'm hoping to.
Yes. And so last couple of questions. What do you have to say about the release of Valimai in Hindi in terms of the screen count and what are the plans to get to reach out to the masses?
See, in a short span, whatever best we can do, we'll do. Then it's the merit of the film. So let's see. As I told you, I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
Yeah.
We've not, till yesterday, we know the screen count was about 800.
Okay.
It could go up to 1000.
And so you are also making your acting debut with Love Ranjan Ranbir Kapoor's film, which is yet to get a title. How exciting is it to make an acting debut now? And
It's fun. I never thought I would get into this. Somehow my kids forced me. Love Ranjan came up to me and he said, I want you to work in my film as Ranbir's father, and we've written this keeping your personality, your persona in mind. It was very flattering. I mean, he flattered me, whether he meant it or not, but I know. But I was flattered, but at the same time, I was not too sure whether I'll do it or not.
okay.
I heard him out. I said, next day I went up to his office. I said, "No, yaar, main nahi karunga. I've got too many things happening, and for me to find time to come there, because first schedule उसने कहा था 25-30 दिन का है. मैंने कहा, for me to be out for 25-30 days is impossible. I've got work in Chennai. I've got work in Hyderabad. I've work in Bombay. Well, then I'll make it easy for you. We are there for 50 days. I'll spread your work, and you can take a few days off here and there. So he promised me 3 breaks in those 40-50 days for my work of 30 days or whatever it was. And then, too, I was not too sure. Then my kids got along. They said, "Dad, you must do it." Sanjay, my brother, said, "Boney, definitely kar."
Okay.
So my family pushed me into it. I'm glad I'm doing it because I'm working with a very good unit.
Yes.
Love Ranjan, I call him Mini Asif. He's a fantastic director. इससे पहले, it used to be my job to see that everything is right on sets. Everybody is happy, everybody is satisfied, everything is taken care. This time around, I was watching and I was being taken care of. So it was good to be on the other side. And the unit is a happy unit. सब लोग हंसते खेलते रहते हैं. Ranbir is a fantastic actor. Dimple is a fantastic co-star. Shraddha is, I mean, the entire team. There are some newcomers also. There's a lady who plays my mother. She's full of life and a fine actor. There's a kid who's a fine actor. Then there's a girl who's playing my daughter. It's her first film too. I mean, we have a bunch of fine actors. The only question mark is Boney Kapoor. Let's hope. Let's hope I come.
Modest over here, I'm sure.
Let's hope I come across decently.
And any last words on Valimai before you sign off? For Ajith fans and everyone.
Well, last words, you will have to communicate to the fans of Ajith because I'm talking to you. And you know how I feel about Ajith and you know how I feel about the film.
Of course.
I am looking forward and I'm absolutely ecstatic with the result so far, what I've seen. In my opinion, it's a kick-ass film.
I'm sure audience would feel the same when they watch it on.
I hope to.
Yeah.
I hope to.
Next week, basically.
I hope to. No, next few days.
Yes, Feb 24. So yeah, perfect, sir. Thank you so much. It's always lovely talking to you, and wish you all the best for Valimai.
Thank you. If you like this video, subscribe to Pinkvilla.